Could have been an interesting player to spot out early.
I'm interested in what FURIA is doing with the bomb outside the B site. 3 players moving up catwalk. Do you want to fake an A hit, drop in a CT spawn? Are you going to try and fall back into a mid to B split? Complexity set up very strong for that. 3 players in middle.
Ooh, all right. Serato down first, 60 on the double kill before being cleared out. JT set up next, but remember, MongolZ around the corner, tucked and ready to go for a double. So Skull's left 1 versus 3 clutch needed from him. He's got 45 seconds to do it with a Glock in hand, and the rotation of the remaining Complexity players coming over towards B. Skulls peeked from window and the left side of the site, and so just too much to handle in the end, so Complexity.
Let's see how far they can ride that, how far they can take it. Fallen being very passive with the scout.
Oh! That is, yeah, that's pretty nice from Fallen. Just a little push out, snap MongolZ off.
You know, you got a nice easy one into MongolZ with Sniper, but now you got to get grimy. And you got no armor, you have really just 1 deagle.
I almost didn't expect to be here in this situation. Fallen's got another one though. The Glock's running into the MP9 though. They could just get melted. JT looking to make some money. Fallen up next, and another kill on the scout. Okay, Fallen, now there's weapons to pick up.
Yeah, all right, looking like Legolas out there. He's just playing the trade game with this scout. Good shooting. He found the pick on MongolZ, traded off a couple more kills, so it's just down to 60 and Grim. Playing in middle, smoke covers the vision. The jump up on Xbox as well. And Complexity has no idea until just now.
Okay, Serato even makes it up. Fallen's leading the charge. 8 seconds left. Got to get that plant in real soon. Fallen commits to it. Has to make it happen here. And they're not in a position to deny it. Serato ripped off the top. Fallen still around, though, with this scout. The Professor looking for all 5. And they're creeping close. Is there another one to offer on up? Scout goes out to the left side. It's Yuri this time chiming in. And Fallen trying to flick down. It's a 1v1. Fallen's gone. Yuri's got some low health, but a chance to close on the hard work of his leader. And that's exactly what FURIA do. Hitting the 42nd mark of the round and yet to see a fight, but...
And no one has shifted outside of the B bomb site for Complexity. This late in the round, you've heard nothing, no information. There's still 2 defenders inside the bomb site. Is going to make this defense much weaker than Complexity would like.
Here comes the short play. Smoke's disrupted by the grenade of MongolZ, but not spotting anybody yet. But he'll get that chance. He'll miss. A little bit too much sauce on the flick to the right side.
And Sexy tried to execute the mid lurk way too early.
And Grim knows he's got an awkward fight here. Yuri, great position in at the boxes. He was so patient. He's been there the whole round.
Yeah, and now MongolZ's boxed in. It's a lovely round to be your long player, because you're like, oh, Catwalk's having so much success. I don't need to do anything. I just get to wait for the perfect moment. I can just sit here the whole round. JT eventually gets a kill on the op. Not going to get away as Serato hunts him down. And MongolZ starts to make his play to evacuate long A. He knows he's being hunted, and there's so many angles you got to worry about. MongolZ is dead.
So a little jump at the end there for Yuri to celebrate.
Nice to see the start from Yuri, too, because Yuri's someone who's been under the crossfires a little bit, and FURIA with his performances haven't rebounded to the level we know he's capable of. Starting 8-2. Looks like they want to get aggressive after the Molotov.
Here's MongolZ. Comes away with the opening. Skulls is down on the ground, and FURIA have to play this 4v5, so the response is to swiftly take Cello and put him in the lower tunnels while Serato applies pressure up through short. JT's starting to take a couple of steps back. He's out towards Elevator, and 60 moving out of Goose, more towards the site, anticipating a pop through short. Serato, oh, he's got one. Not quite the second. It was Cello that was able to grab that one, and Grim had everything to do, and that's just too much to ask of him.
Yeah, especially on that cross from that angle as well. Really hard to connect spray transfers and multi up in that situation. FURIA do eventually make the jump up the boxes to plant the bomb. Through the smoke, Nyx goes down, and MongolZ left alone to try and save the AWP. FURIA, 4v5 conversion with ease up catwalk. Nothing to slow them. And MongolZ's going to back away quietly. The only weapon they'll have in the next round. MongolZ moves out towards long to activate this aggressive push from Grim. Gives him a new location behind the double doors. And now you can back away with Grim in that safety.
Oh, big P from Grim. 60 able to come back in with that 5-7. Cello hitting the deck, and it looked like it was going to be smooth sailing here for FURIA, but suddenly they're throwing in a little bit of a curveball and have to play 3v4. Not only that, but CS2 is down on 8 HP.
Yeah, not ideal. I didn't expect that flash play from Grim. That was well set up between him, well orchestrated between him and Halzerk to find a pick out towards long. Yuri goes down. CS2, excuse me, as Halzerk, who is getting peaky. And with that one big weapon, the one AWP that Complexity have, you can understand he's feeling like he has to overextend in different situations. This one's punished. No smoke. You'll have to use the cover of the op to traverse to the B bomb site, and it's easy. Nobody's peeking.
CS2 patient. Low HP and wounded, but still a beast. A deadly one at that with 5 seconds left. Bomb going down. And FURIA manage to dodge all of the threats. And CS2, everything on his own. AWP finally brought down before he collects every single kill of the round. JT will retreat to attempt to save the sniper. 35 seconds. Slowing it right down again. This time Halzerk will connect his shot, but it's the final play for FURIA.
Oh my
into
God.
the A bomb site in Cello. Precision to the brain of JT. And Grim is now long, cowering in his boots because utility flies towards him. Cello's up next, but Grim still wins that fight. That keeps Complexity in with a shot as they come back in with numbers advantage on this retake attempt. But CS2 is in savage mode right now, and he is looking for more frags on that ramp push up in towards him. He combines with Fallen, and CS2 shreds them to pieces. 9-1 as FURIA do not stop this streak.
You've pushed up middle yet again with 60. JT's clearing out lower and upper dark. Pretty soon you'll be able to rotate Nyx. You know it's a long play. Oh, but I don't know if they're going to be here at time.
Oh, Cello won another one. Just another huge opener on the bomb site. Grim coming back in to try and trade it out, and he will be effective in doing so, but he's stuck at Gandalf. Now, 60's starting to make his way forward. For the first time in a long time, there's actually a gap to flank long, but Fallen shuts that almost immediately as soon as it opens. Grim is still fighting, doing everything he can. JT's turn, but he's got nothing. And it's Nyx with the anime gun, looking for an anime finish, jumping through the sky.
Stop.
Oh, he's going for it. He's going for it, but he has to wait, and Yuri walks right into him. All right, Nyx. A little bit of style points around out the half.
A little bit too many attempts at the jumping shot, but that's a clean one to close things out. Nice clutch, nice 1v2 from Nyx with the AUG. 3 kills total in that final round, and we'll see if that can be considered pretty consistently strong in their pool, or if that's going to be another quiet performance. Yuri hears all the attention, drops a defensive smoke. Cello's taken out on Catwalk. So it's literally all on Yuri. Got one and gonna bail out of the fight. So keeps it into a 4-on-4. He's got the cover of Fallen so he can retreat down the ramp.
Looking for back-to-back pistols here. Halzerk waiting at short, sees CS2 hop up on the Xbox. He's not going to drop. Stays in the ledge, looking for a follow-up kill, then falls back into the site. Might be able to
There's a kid on
draw
Yuri.
attention away from 60 inside of the site. Now, yeah, they have extra time to play with thanks to that kit, and Fallen creating some space. Getting closer, follow-up headshot this time from Yuri. Fallen looking to clean out Goose. They know exactly where JT is playing from, and Fallen nails that shot, leaving Halzerk with everything to do. And FURIA just cut their way through the Complexity post plant and get the defuse with a kit.
Fallen's dead.
Oh, he is. He actually got a chance there.
I think he just like zoned out, spamming the smoke. He was like, no one's gonna
This game has just suddenly become so easy. He's fallen off, but CS2 blows open the CT smoke. Goes for a fight with the M4, and okay, JT's always got a dig in him every now and then. Skull's now his turn. His moment. He's had a quiet match. Everybody else taking the spotlight, but Skulls has got a double. Nearly gets a third until body shotted by JT.
They set Yuri up though for a nice attempt at the clutch. The smoke is going to fade very, very shortly. Going to drop another one, bounce it deep into the bomb site, give himself some space.
Oh, JT with 3 deeks. Not bad at all. So Complexity. And there's no one really defending on this side of the map for FURIA. So Complexity made the right call. Until the rotations come back, Jason. They've come back pretty fast, actually. But
yeah, but they're not in position to do anything about it. There's a nice find with the
bomb goes down.
Yeah, but this Deagle in this position, that ain't gonna do much.
It's Castorado, though, Jason.
They don't expect it.
Yeah. Needed the quick headshot.
Important tournament for Complexity as well, in the context. I mean, great to see that upset yesterday against Falcons. Had to have been really confidence-infusing. It would suck to see them kind of get beat down here by FURIA, because they're another team that's playing in the MRQ. They're going to be playing in the North American MRQ, which starts on Tuesday, next Tuesday, I want to say. So build up a little bit of confidence going into that event would be something special for Complexity that could really use the major.
Definitely could use that. Cello. The bullets whizzing past him, steps pittering and pattering towards him, and eventually Grim will collect that kill to close the round.
Mid to be smoke. Counter Molotov from Fallen, takes the wide angle, drills the shot. Sixy segregated from his team by the flames.
So it will be a committed final execution.
And unlike Complexity's defense, FURIA has 2 players here at the point of the attack. Most of the places Complexity's defense was back towards car.
God.
Now you've got one in sight, you got one at railing. How are you going to get through this?
And the grenade slowed them and kept them in that one position, which made it so easy for the rifle to not only get one kill, but do damage onto all the players that were slowed in the same spot. So MongolZ thrusts himself forward, but Castorado makes sure he goes no further. And composure here for FURIA. They're back to the guns on the CT side and back to dominant winning ways.
And plenty of things going right for you. Castorado having a very good game. Yuri having a...
Oh, that's not going right, though.
That's not one of the things going right.
Castorado's on the right side. And here's Skulls with it. Oh, this is going to be a scary duo to try and run into if you're Complexity. For your map survival here. Skulls primes himself. Castorado ready to go behind the car, but Castorado gets nothing. Skulls only with 1. That's not enough here for FURIA to go for this.
Tons of flashbangs chucked out by Complexity. Good utility usage. Everyone is blind. Yuri's going to go down. There's an AK-47 and CT spawn. JT finds a freebie. So up to 6 we go. No sense or no feel that this comeback is underway just yet, but staying alive for the moment. Just sticking around and being an annoyance at this stage of the game.
Well, they knew it was a possibility at least, and that Molotov will confirm it. 1 tick of damage onto Cello, but it doesn't matter if he still just peeks out and gets a kill, and he gets away. Oh, that's the worst case scenario for Complexity.
Yeah, fine work from Cello. Skulls is brought very, very low with one of the M4s, though. Might want to pass it off. Nobody else has armor. M4 is going to be at the B bomb site. Cello comes right back in towards lower, sees if he can get tricky. Confused JT, and he might have just done it.
Oh my god. They're right beside each other. Hello, Cello. He's able to get a pick onto JT, looking the wrong direction. That's going to be so frustrating for Complexity, who now fall to just 3 players to try and continue their performance here on Dust 2.
If Yuri can just stay alive and actually maybe just harass, maybe get like a cheeky little dink, maybe jump up and grab a little attention.
Whoop, there's a little attention. There's a little more. Kill comes in on the P250, and FURIA look like they're about to close this out in this fashion. They were waiting to get a buy back in the next, but it doesn't really matter. Grim and MongolZ to try and close out a 2v5. Cello's killed his own teammate and fallen, but he's followed up and made up for it. Here's MongolZ's turn. To the Glock he'll go, but just too many targets, too many players, and too much work to do for Complexity. FURIA come through with a 13-6 victory on Dust 2. They shut out Complexity from a dominant first half.
This map has told me that I need to start trying jump shots more. With that, we'll send it off to the desk. Oh, I apologize. I threw that. I thought he said the desk was ready. The desk was not ready. That was on me.
You were just you were jumping the gun. You were trying jumping already, Jace.
I'd like to apologize to production. I'd like to apologize to Sam,
the game,
to Yanko, to Prof.
The game's still going.
Oh, the game is still going?
Yeah.
They didn't win?
The game's still going. Complexity, the golden ticket. If they come back, Jason, this has got to be one of the most legendary games.
Look at Sixty's position. Oh, that's sweet.
That's what we like to see from Sixty.
Yeah, I actually thought Fallen was going to get that. He tracked down pretty nicely, but apparently just off the mark. Spam coming through that smoke. Serato feeling really uncomfortable. He's worrying about Sixty coming up the ramp.
50 seconds on the clock. Serato ready for the walk-in towards him. It's a big pick from Serato. Seconds even better. Might be done now. We need a little bit more action. We need a few more moments of server time. But Serato's had enough. No need for a defuse if he can just take every single kill, but 60 doing what he can. Oh, 2 kills in the round so far. Yuri in the pit. Nyx trying to put pressure on him. And Nyx and 60 combining together, so it must be Serato. It must be the ace clutch to close this out.
He has the bomb, though. They've got to jump up for the bomb. And
15 seconds.
Oh!
Misses the shot. Serato down, though, by 60 with a 4K. He does everything. Maybe he hit it so hard, Jason.
It just deactivated.
Yeah. Skulls. It's going to be a good headshot, but obviously not expected to get much more than that. But even then, that theory, even as wild as it is, isn't realistic because you can see he like flicks up off of the TV. It's a mouse movement thing. Cello and Yuri are back in this though.
Oh, don't do this.
Is this how you're gonna close it? Is this how it ends?
He's alone in the site, Halzer. He's alone in the site. Oh, good shot though. Good shot though. And his teammates coming in. B-Hall's behind him. And now they know it's all on Serato.
Oh, it could close right now. Serato against JT, and that's the way it's done. FURIA finally get the W. The headsets can come off, and I'm just interested what the panel think of that one.
The panel is waiting to make 100% sure that the game is over.
Maybe Shadow Daggers. What the fuck is this? Nah, man. Yes, sir. That's my style.
Skulls kind of popped off a little bit later on into the game, but wasn't needed for most of it. Yeah, FURIA had everything. They looked really, really good on Dust 2. I think that's a little bit of complexity, looking really, really bad for the majority of Dust 2. And just general improvements in FURIA. Good shot from Nyx. He picks Yuri out of the sky. 2 opening kills, make it 3 for complexity. And all of a sudden, this pistol round is in the favor of the CT side.
Yeah. Good work from Fallen, at least with 1 kill, but it's not going to get them any closer to feeling comfortable in this post plant. Grim's coming down the ramp while they're distracted, and so that's an easy kill for Grim. And Cello will follow suit. So Grim with a great double, Complexity win the pistol.
And he's probably the player you point at the most in this team and say, it's time. I hope they coordinate these pieces of aggression, right? Give me like an Ivy push with 60, and then the team mid players can peek with him if he gets in a fight. They've just now started to make their move. Still trusting Nyx alone with that B bomb site. Yeah, and there's that coordinated push. Good pick, good 5-on-4 find.
Yuri was trying to sell a little bit more of a presence towards B than what they've really got going, but look at this from Grim. So much space being taken, getting in behind him. I don't think FURIA are going to be ready for this at all. For Grim to be so quickly in behind him, he's about to spoil the party. But the timing, unfortunately, for Grim is not quick enough. His teammates need to hold on, and they won't. Here's the flank, has to be everything. And Grim's got 2. Now they turn back to try and deal with him. 30 seconds left. Fallen, still with that bomb. Moves out into the site, but JT, he can deny the plant. And so the distraction from Grim is enough, and he gets out towards Thomas. So this is huge. Absolutely massive play from Grim. Steps up as the star in this round. And with 15 seconds on the clock, it's Grim to close on 3.
Yeah, beautiful find on the flank. Keep staying proactive as well. Off that little peek towards mid, you get the kill. You realize it's clear. Everyone's bailed out. You know they're not Ivy.
Yeah, the rain is awesome.
The rain is so nice.
Especially when it falls on your skins.
Yeah.
Yeah, makes your knife look cool. Ooh, Fallen. Out at Olaf. And the grenade lands right at his feet. That really couldn't have gone any worse for Fallen, could it? The grenade lands on him right in the middle of the smoke.
Slows him down for the op shot.
Yeah, everything just goes bad. But Holzerk might get a chance here. Smoke breaks open. And doesn't go well for Holzerk. In fact, it opens up a chance for FURIA to pounce through into the bomb site. JT being elusive around the red train right now. Grim gets caught though by Skulls. Caserato still at Ivy. Timing to look away is a big problem. Nyx only manages one though. Skulls able to flick back. And so it's all on JT, who no longer has the element of surprise. And Cello turns back. Oh, that's a round that Complexity are not going to be happy about conceding, but one that FURIA can celebrate.
3 MP9s, 1 Scout, 1 M4. That's what Complexity's fighting with. And then they're out of money in the next round. So huge round for FURIA in the early stages of train.
There's JT to the kill on Skulls.
Look at this aggression from Complexity, this game plan to be pushing
I
towards
love it.
Ivy.
Grim's doing it again. He's in it, but oh, Fallen. He's right in front of him. Grim has got his target. And he's about to pounce on his prey again. Oh, the MP9, he goes a little bit early. He goes way too early, but here we go. Nyx coming up through the ramp trying to make the most of it. Gets 1 kill out of it. Now Grim will continue his push forward. And sure, plan A might not have worked, but Grim was able to find a solution to continue to find impact, and he plays with his teammate, the MP9, causing problems. And Caserato blasted out of the round, so Grim making it work.
And you've already burned 1 timeout. I don't think you want to use one again. And if this keeps happening, if this harassment is going to be there throughout this half, FURIA is in for a really rough time.
Fallen rocking the helmet Glock combo. Cello getting rocked by Grim, who has just pushed into team main again.
Yeah, just as we talked about him needing to step up to be the star of this team, he's delivering in the first 6 rounds of this game. 11-1 so far for Grim.
Smoking to pop comes in. Popping out is Fallen. Caserato traded upon. He's had a slow start to the game after having such a boss performance on Dust 2 of 0-6 on Caserato. Never a pretty sign for FURIA. Fallen trying to slip away for a bomb plant, but that's not allowed to happen. And FURIA getting manhandled by Complexity.
Yeah, you can just tell the comfort level on this map for Complexity is sky high.
I've been very close in the scoreline. We're talking
Okay.
13-11, 16-13s, 13-10s.
Losses or wins? Close losses?
2
Close
wins, 2 losses.
Okay.
And the wins were close.
Boy, that good news just keeps getting less good, doesn't it?
No, but it means they're going to come back, Jason. You know, we're going to expect a big old comeback.
We'll see. Gonna try and force their way out main, but Holzerk blind lands 1. Good shot onto Grim.
And Caserato has earned his license to kill, double 0-7. So he's going to try and get himself this kill forward, but Skulls is taking 60 out of play. Holzerk at the back of the bomb train doing as much as he humanly can, but here comes JT around the back. Oh, Fallen's looked at the right time, but JT still comes out on top of it, and for Caserato, the woes continue. It's Skulls stuck in the outer yards with none of his teammates around.
And only 9 health. Skull's just gonna have to go through this. It's basically a decision of which crappy situation do you want to put yourself into. Off angle towards Olaf. Cleans him out. 7-1.
And my favorite stat is the scoreline. 8-1. It's telling a story of domination as Complexity look to try and keep it up. Third and final timeout's been used ahead of this round for FURIA. And Nyx has gone aggressive, the double up setup in full swing. 60's got the pick in teammate.
Dude.
And FURIA just don't really know where their next fight's coming from.
No, they'll have to have a real conversation. Team main has been owned by Complexity throughout this half. Nice shot from Skulls, responded by Grim, scoped up with the AUG. Wants this fight on Caserato. Molotov keeps him at bay for the moment, goes back for it. Caserato probably didn't expect it due to the fire. But Grim is inevitable. Double kill, 15 kills for Grim in this map thus far, and Complexity now up to an 8-round advantage. That was it.
Push up to the ramp. They've taken B holes away here, Complexity. Oh my goodness, they know exactly where FURIA are. They have them pinned.
Do they?
Nyx goes down and Cello's out though in the side. Yeah, you're right in terms of not knowing. They know they're coming towards it. They just don't know how far out in the site they are, but now they figured it out. Kills have come in. And look at Skulls. Smoke fades away. Unfortunately, there's another smoke, but he's just going to walk right through that one, right through Icon, and into the site. Yuri holding for JT's peak, and that's just a straight-up fight loss.
Yeah, they just can't win anything. All right, Skulls and Fallen to put this together, but Grim's AUG is just on point. Double kill. You're wondering how many he's got. A chance for 18 for Grim at the half.
And then a special clutch is required.
The hard thing is he doesn't know where anyone is. So it's like, one, where do you plant? And two, where do you position yourself after the fact? Because you've got to be safe from everything in the post plant, at least for the moment. Now, the best thing he can do is pick a place to get aggressive.
And he might walk into... Oh, he's got two players here, though. That's the problem here. And Fallen's exposed to JT's pushes a little bit later on, and they just jump around the corner.
Yeah, it's such a tough situation, and Fallen's making all the right plays. But when you hear two players stomping around in CT spawn, you're like, oh, I got no chance.
Yeah, I can't fight that.
This
can't
is,
swing into
I can't get aggressive here. 9 ADR in this first half for K-Serrato. Hasn't been able to find anything.
That's literally almost nothing. Well, Skulls into the middle of the site. They're already taking quite a bit of space here, FURIA. Skulls needs to make it work, though, and he does so. Skulls gets traded instantly in 60-on-3. All right, K-Serrato, here we go.
Get one.
At least.
Get one.
Get 4.
Just wait in the corner.
And a chip on your shoulder. Gives away his position. Oh no, I don't see how he gets away with it, but he gets his 1 kill, and that's a small victory.
It's all that matters.
It's a small victory.
Dominate FURIA. Inferno next. Feels like just a matter of time.
And with a pistol round victory for Complexity, you might as well start loading it up. K-Serrato gets the second kill here. It's on Nyx in the pistol round, but traded out immediately by JT. FURIA staying ahead, but JT is locked in. Jumps up on top of the bomb train and nails the shot.
Bombs down though, close to Cello. Oh, loses the fight to Grim, who's gonna make the run. Now over towards Z. Yuri's held back. Grim again, and that's the pistol. Holzerk finds Skulls. 12-1 Complexity with 11 chances to take us to a deciding map.
That's how you want to close it. Little B rush.
Send him a message.
Or an A rush. How about that? Here they come out of the smokes. K-Serrato with a 5-7. Getting traded onto 6C. The 5-7 blasting them away. In fact, Cello gets 2 kills from it, but Complexity doing a good job at stabilizing and staying even in the fight.
Yeah, Nick's finding one just as the smoke, or just through the smoke, is a little bit brutal for how well that actually started out for FURIA. That's why you don't rush middle on the anti-eco rounds. The nade barrage, the smoke that's going to be up in your face, all that chaos lends itself to FURIA advantages. Bomb is now dropped, so you have to know there's going to be 1 T close to this if you're fallen. Footstep made in the halls above, and I don't know if that's what caused Fallen to turn the corner, maybe thinking they were elsewhere, but it certainly coincides.
30 seconds left. Yuri's still yet to make a move out. He's just waiting for that commitment to the plant. And JT taps it. It's safely planted away from a pop dog swing. And eventually Yuri's got to come out, but they've got eyes on it, and it's Complexity to close it out. 13-1 victory here on Train. They're making a case for themselves to be the strongest Train team we've got.
13-1. Yanko looks horrified.
Strongest Train team we got where in this matchup?
To now be able to fight back against these teams. They showed it against Falcons. They showed it on map 2 against FURIA. Let's see what we've got on Inferno. FURIA starting on the attacking side. Plenty of utility.
Oh.
And 1 less player.
Yeah, that's a great start for Holzerk. Straight down mid. Domes Cello. And Holzerk's going to continue to walk down into mid.
Okay, Halsey's feeling frisky to start the map.
Definitely feeling frisky.
Although they have Skulls clearing out right now, so it's Complexity to make the move with a B push.
Going down banana, K-Serrato throwing utility.
Oh, dropped it as well.
And he dropped it to protect himself and get out of there. So Smoke goes down defensively. They'll go into second middle. His job now switches to watching that B rotation. And now the fights go down. Holzer gets his 1 pick. Skull's able to respond back. K-Serrato not able to get anything done on that mid play. And the bomb plant is going to come through here for FURIA.
Yeah, but Grim and Nyx tried to push this forward a little bit too early before his teammates arrived. Now's the swing. Low on HP. Yuri's got him. 6C goes down, and JT left in a 1v2. A tough 1v2 with the player up to his left, and there's no access. Yuri and Skulls. Oh, damn. Never mind. Take it back, JT. 2 more shots, 2 more chances. Bomb ticking ever deeper. Oh, my lord, and he's got it. That's a clutch and a half.
That's sick from JT. The clearance onto the big box and stays composed to find the final shot. Disappointing there on the face of Yuri. Quick take here of Banana for Grim. Sprinting down, looking to try and continue that confidence. He was able to bring over from Train. Holzer committed. Oh no, it's not going well for Holzer with that M4A4. He's committed into the bedroom. Only managed one. Now the M4 is available. Calcerado gets his gun out in time, and Grim runs right into him. 60's got to do everything here, and they are pretty low on the FURIA side of things. That MP9 can make quick work of them, and JT's come back in as well on the site. Bomb is around that corner and was not picked up upon the play forward from Cello.
And Cello showed his presence trying to like reach the bomb in that fashion. So smoke goes up, he's just going to try and pick it inside of it and fall back. Look at the HP of FURIA. Complexity's given him a great chance to win this round with all the crazy pushes and aggression. But they don't have the HP to last out another
60's
minute.
Trapped him in here, but if it comes down to timing, he gets back to it just in time to look towards Cello. Calcerado now arriving and didn't take his opportunity. 60 was moving. Now Calcerado so low on health. 60 makes it look easy in the end. So recovered. Deep mid smoke thrown by Complexity. They'll fire a nade in behind it. Nick's confident to get into the apartments early. He might get a challenge straight away here. Skull is leaping into the bedroom. He's not alone either. He's got Cello joining him at the end of the hallway, and Holzer is going to get pulled into this. Good dink, good kill. And he's going to drop down out of Boiler. And it's so important that he didn't get traded by Cello so he can equalize out the numbers.
Yeah, that's a really nice find to bring this into a 4-on-4. 60's the next one up to get aggressive. Cello's looking for it, just switched away, committed now. 60 doesn't want that fight, especially now that Holzer has fallen. How much does Calcerado investigate? Does he peek into the bomb site? Does he realize there's no pressure here whatsoever? 23 seconds on the clock, and yeah, he's going to figure this out for his team. This is the winning play from Calcerado and FURIA. Bomb will be brought back. First round on the board for the T side.
And even the last-ditch effort of fighting down mid. Yuri's going to win that duel against 60. And JT and Grim
into the op. Passive angle for Holzerk with Grim keeping space. Here's the utility, double dunk.
Oh my god, that is straight to the face.
Yeah, that one hurts. But you still got 2 M4s to get through behind this smoke. It's not done yet.
Well, there's one M4 gone. Grim still tucked in behind half wall, but all of his teammates gone, and they haven't really done a whole lot of damage. And Grim, that's a little drop smoke. They'll know exactly where that came from, and they start rapidly spamming.
Now the question is there another piece of utility stockpile that Grim can go grab? Because look, this round feels like it's way out of reach for Complexity, but the time is the interesting part. Although if Nyx goes down, it's all over. That's a good save. Good job. Now you're calling it back. Oh, 60 needs to turn around and join up with Nyx, who's going to try and get out of halls. Drops in towards pit. Nade is out. Time is everything.
He could get one off the back of the pack. It's Yuri going down first. Nyx, half his bullets left. He's going to wait inside the pit. Drops up. It's going to be Cello to fall next, and Calcerado eventually getting rid of Nyx in the pit. 9 seconds. Plant being committed to. Calcerado defends his in-game leader. And Fallen is able to put the bomb down and put it into a 2v1. Grim is a long way off getting back into this, all the way at bottom middle, and most of his health already gone. Needs an instant kill here on Fallen, and then he would be up against a low HP Calcerado. And Fallen, nice flick out to the left side. Grim gonna be dropped, and a strong recovery in the end there for FURIA, but Nyx doing what he could.
So good control towards the A-bomb site for Complexity. They have all the info they need. Oh, that smoke bounces the worst way.
Yeah, hit off the edge of the wall and the wrong angle. 60 getting spotted aggressive coming through the apartments. 35 seconds left. They're actually wasting some time on that smoke because they're confused about what it's doing now. And JT waiting inside the fountain. Calcerado, he's going to go down regardless. Now Grim at the back of the site. Beautiful double. And he's even got Holzerk out of coffins ready to go. As soon as he picks up the information, Grim gets a 3rd kill from that position. And so Skull's with it all to do, and still Holzerk hasn't made his move. Out from the back of the coffins, using the distraction, but the flash goes up, and it's 60 to close it.
Nice round from Grim. Great triple kill, tapping away, being very, very economical with those bullets, making sure he doesn't spend too much. 3-round lead in Complexity, still yet to have to save in this half.
On top mid they go. Holzerk tucks into the corner, and it's Cello to go down first. Molotov spreading in towards him. There's Holzerk and Fallen back and forth. Yuri to burn Holzerk where he stands in a 3v3 equalized because of that, and 60 decides he wants to put Complexity a closer move towards victory. It's Skulls again in the clutch, but this time inside of mid. It's Grim to fall. And Skulls could upgrade his weapon, but the problem is he's lost most of his health. He's down to 19 HP. Still has to make the journey to get the bomb back, and there's 2 players right beside it.
And the ball, yeah, that's the really hard part. Right around the edge of the smoke, Sexy's gonna drop him. Sexy, 60, whatever.
Whatever you want.
It all works.
Was just peeking long, but he's fallen back into the bomb site itself, and Yuri's gonna try and take that space in behind this moto smoke. They're worried about a B split here, and for good reason, because the bomb is coming back. JT, oh my god, goes down to Fallen's Tech 9, and Grim once again asked to go huge. 10 seconds on the clock, back of the site, Grim again, stepping up here for Complexity. Finally, Cello will cast him away, but he has to plant, and he's run out of time. Nope. Just run out of time for the plant coming in, and a second in it, but Grim once again, the hero at the back of the site. Cello goes down after the time as well, $600. JT, this is a cool move, sprinting down to second mid with Grim with him. That's a lot of damage on Skulls. Oh no, but the one problem is 60 was the only B bomb site defender. They got the rotation coming back over. Halzer's gonna try and get there in time, but his teammate's gone down, so it's all about the utility to try and slow and delay FURIA from just erupting into the B bomb site. But it's got to be Halzerk this time to have a big round on the defense. The flank from Grim around the backside. Halzerk's done enough to delay them, to stop them, and then the flank comes in to close.
There it is. There's that aggressive attitude that Complexity have built up over this last couple months of disappearing into Tier 2. Complexity is just destroying them and making them look a little bit foolish on these last 2 maps.
Well, they're going forward again. Straight down into second middle, the aggressive play. Grim is a little awkward with the flash. Cello's got 2 out of it. But Nick's making sure that he keeps his team in this fight. Even numbers thanks to the double kill of the AUG. And Halzerk still got vision down mid. Complexity playing with attitude and controlling FURIA.
And you can't do anything fast.
Oh, that's fast. That's a real quick headshot from Yuri. Keserado's got JT. No problem on that kill. So FURIA gonna convert this one. Keserado's already moved out of a dangerous position where he could have possibly been exposed to Halzerk.
And Halzerk needs this op, so there's no reason for him to go for it. Money is not pretty. 60 and Grim sitting at around 1,000. Halzerk can drop an M4 over. JT and Nyx can buy themselves. So as long as this op is in play.
There you go. Look down. No, yeah, well, the bomb's right there. And he's got the pick here on Cello if he continues around that side, or he can take a couple banana kills, and he's forced to make his move because Yuri turned back. Fantastic trade from Cello to come through that quickly. Getting hungry for info.
He's pushing mid now.
Okay, he's walked right past Skulls, who's in Boiler. If he catches Keserado knife out, which he will, that's another big kill. And Skulls is like, okay, guys, come on. Goes back to deal with it. Finally getting rid of 60 inside of second mid. Halzerk now has eyes on the apartments. 19 seconds. If he can delay this plant, this will be huge. So time is ticking, and Halzerk's in the position to win the round for Complexity. They go into the site. First shot's good. Couldn't get the second on Fallen, so the plant's going to happen at the back of the site. And it comes down to a 2v2 post plant for FURIA to try and lock out a 4th round in this half.
Really nice pathing from Fallen on entering into the bomb site. That's actually sick. Got so close to Halzerk before he was ready. Halzerk thought he would have another shot. Defensive smoke to create some space, but the op is going to be tough to get past with no flashes.
Yeah, this is guaranteed to be one at least for Fallen, straight to the chest of JT, and he'll close it on the double. Extra round found at the end here for FURIA, 8-4 with Complexity in the lead.
All right, scrape together everything they possibly could in a pretty rough half.
Just a round underway. Plenty of smokes, lots of flashes. And Complexity charging into Banana.
JT can call a T-side Inferno, though. Seen some good T-sides from the different Complexity lineups over the years. 60 goes down, Cello falls back and finds safety. 5-on-4 in the favor of FURIA, and Complexity isn't going to slow this down. Committed to this idea, but they needed to deploy the smokes.
Cello on the pillar, just looking for the head in towards Pool, but not connecting a follow-up kill just yet. He's about to be put under pressure because Keserado cut off behind the smoke, and Cello runs out of ammo. And Grim's already behind. He's already inside of the church, and what a shot from Yuri.
It was a pretty nice reposition as well. I didn't expect Yuri to be ready for that fight exactly. Bomb gets planted, 3-on-3, and Holzerk has no time to get anywhere else. Just now as the reload comes in, find some safety.
Yeah, well, there's a smoke here for Fallen, but there's no kit on the back of the remaining FURIA players for this retake. They've got to move quite swiftly, and Nyx is up first, and he passes the test. It's a double kill with Holzerk combining. Complexity grabbed the pistol. Cello charging down towards Grim. And Skulls has got 2 out of it. He's still alive in behind the sandbags. They know exactly where he is, though.
Dink.
And eventually they get rid of him. But yeah, that's huge output. That might just put them in touching distance from Casarado, finding some serious impact here with the scout. Damage being done, but no kills for Casarado. So planting the fountain and Fallen all the way at mid.
Gonna come up, Banana, try and salvage some weapons on the ground. I don't think there's gonna be anything that he finds that makes him too motivated to save. Maybe that Galil that he ignores. Poor Galil. Couple players on low HP. It wouldn't be the worst thing in the world for Fallen to just go for this and build up some bonus money with the MAC-10. No real chance at winning the round, so gonna bail out with the 1 frag. Tries to show that he's running away. Wants to pull Nyx out into the open.
Goes to the CT fight. And 6 will still win that. Nyx does go down to the bomb blast. It's a long time ago.
That era existed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My favorite thing about that team, the thing that I remember most, because I just watched it as a teenager,
Yeah.
is I remember seeing like they did what their coach made them do like CrossFit training before matches, so their arms were just dead before the games.
Get the blood pumping, baby.
They just couldn't aim. Well, there's JT going forward. Casarado couldn't stand a chance against the Galil, the mighty JT.
Rough start on a very, very important round. It forces Cello to burn a smoke way earlier than he would have liked to. And already into the B bomb site we go. Complexity's just like, we sense weakness. We'll attack this. I don't know, this is a weird one, because you obviously need rounds. And you obviously want to keep Complexity off 12, especially when you're still on 4. But this retake has such a low percentage to it that don't even know if you could make the argument that the round is so necessary you have to. However, if you're going to lose all the guns, you might as well have tried.
Yeah, at this point, it's just misery for FURIA. JT gets 1 through the smoke. Follow-up kill on the lurk. Oh, it's kind of horrible now for FURIA. 2 players. At least they'll get the AWP.
Complexity should just hunt this.
But
you
yeah,
have
they
so
can throw
much money.
Everything they've got at this.
Yeah, all 4 players. Sacrifice them all if that's what it takes.
12-4 with FURIA with nothing. I mean, that's just teeing you up straight away for the series victory. 6 moving into the site. Yuri pinned to the back. 6 is going to chase him down. Yuri gets 1 before falling, and everything ripped out of their hands. Complexity in pole position to close out the series versus FURIA.
I tell you what, it's got to be heartwarming for Complexity management when you see guys like 60 putting up 18 kills in this game, Nyx having 13 kills, and some of the impact those 2 guys have had as well. Good decision to pick them up, and I mean, picking up young talent was dominance for FURIA on Dust 2, but Train was a 13-1 victory for Complexity, and they've carried that into Inferno. At least 2 spotted.
And here's 60.
No one's lined up for the flashes, though, so he's got to wait. Oh, falls asleep a little bit at the wheel.
Yeah, takes a dink on board. That'll wake him right up. He's going to jump into the pit. Doesn't stop him. Nyx and 60 combining in pit, taking Fallen out, closing the map out of fields at this point. 4v3. And they've got the sight. Holzerk's got the scope pinned up here at Library. He's going to miss the shot. Luckily gets away back into the safety of the smoke.
He needs to live. One of his teammates, JT needs to be telling him, Holzerk, you need to live. You have the only HP on the team. Everyone else is very, very low.
Holzerk waiting. Here comes the follow-up. What a shot from Casarado. All right, that's huge.
No kits.
Low HP in the pit players. And yeah, you're right. They have to move so fast here. That Molly's sure going to force the fight into the open, but 60's confident, just couldn't get the follow-up kill. Grim in the bomb site, time ticking, lack of kit is the problem. Nyx has won it by staying in the pit. FURIA tap it, he won't give them the chance, and there's no time to redeem themselves here. Complexity take a 2-1 victory against FURIA. They are up 2-0 here to kick off PGL Bucharest 2025.
I mean, Dinko said that Complexity was the best trained team in the world. MongolZ said it as well. They're going to win the major now after beating FURIA. I'm kidding, boys.